All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught me this truth. Citation to you brothers out there pushing the truth on the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Now, I wanted to get into a brief lesson on how Esau, man, he has a perpetual hatred for us, and he won't even acknowledge the shit that he does to us, man. You know, when I say us, I mean Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? With that, man, I'm gonna get straight into it. Because pretty much, man, it's a serial bombing out there in Austin, Texas, and it's not even major news, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't even like reason I found out about it was because I know some chick out there in Texas that actually mentioned it, and I went and looked it up, and this is what I found, man. I found a couple articles on it, you know. And with that, man, I'm gonna get straight into it. Stop rambling. A serial bomber appears to be in Austin. President Trump has said nothing, and we're gonna go into why he hasn't said anything. President Trump's lack of comment regarding the Austin bombings has not gone unnoticed. Austin authorities determined Monday that they are dealing with a serial bomber terrorizing the city after Sunday night explosion had some similarities. Right, this was this past Sunday. Three bombs that detonated in Texas Capitol this month. The Washington Post previously. The explosive device Sunday was added uncertainty and tension in Austin, which has been on edge since both the bombings killed 2 people and injured 2 others. One serious authorities have seen at a loss to explain who could be setting off these devices or why. Right, man. And if you keep going down in this article, matter of fact, I just found it. I'm gonna jump down. The first victims have been black and Latino in East Austin, historically black and Latino neighborhoods. Right. So they targeting Jake, man. You know, it says it pure and day, but Esau is at a loss for words of who could be doing this. It's either the government or it's just some lone Edomite, man. Which me personally, I'm leaning more towards just some Esau has had enough in that Dylan Roof spirit, you know what I'm saying? He ready to get this shit cracking, you know, the race wars and things. And I'm gonna jump back up. I'm gonna start back up. The first victims have been black and Latino in East Austin, historically black and Latino neighborhoods. 2 of the black men came from predominant families in Austin's black community, leading some activism to dismiss that the bombings could be coincidental. Right, man? Because pretty much, man, Jake ain't going for, it's just a coincidence that these Jakes that's in prominent families, you know, they doing pretty well for themselves. All of a sudden, they getting bombed and shit, man. You know, and I'm not gonna go into the basis, but you know, there's just a little bit more on it. Pretty much, man, they out here killing Jakes, but they out here acting like they don't know who's doing it, man. You know, but they can find a passport in a burnt up plane to find out Muslims took down the towers, man. You know, that's just the wickedness of this devil, man. You know, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the scriptures out. This is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich," and their own shepherds pity them not. Right. That first part is heavy as hell, especially when it comes to that article, man. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, bro. Esau not looking at himself like, yeah, I know it's Edomite. They're gonna probably say, oh, it's a radical Muslim. We need to ban Muslims. I guarantee they're gonna blame it on some radical Muslim. They're not gonna put it on no Edomite, man. You know, and till this day, man, because really what it comes down to is Esau still hates you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Whether you choose to acknowledge it or not, man, you know, he still has that deep hatred for you. That's why he allows things like this to go on. And I'm gonna grab another scripture. This is Ezekiel 35, and I'm gonna start at verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, which that sword can be anything, you know, whether it be bombs, guns, hell, whips, hangings, whatever, man. That's all considered the sword. In the time of their calamity, in the time of their calamity, in the time their calamity had end, therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, I will prepare unto blood. So like it. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See if thou hast hated blood, have not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right, man. That's the how about Shem Yahweh Shah saying, hey, because you chose to continually chase the nation of Israel with the sword, man. Whether it be like I say, with the shootings, whether it be with these bombings, because Esau is behind it. Whether it's the government or it's some radical Edomite that just wants to kick the race war started, Esau is behind it, man. We all know that. It's not really a big secret, man. But because he's chose to chase us with the blood, hey man, the Lord gonna bring the blood after him, man. Because believe it or not, man, Esau is still our brother, but he just fucking wicked as all hell, and that's why when the Lord come back, man, he not gonna acknowledge him as our brother, man. He ain't gonna be shitting that day, you know. Cause I mean, well, he ain't gonna be shit anyway. Cause hell, the Lord got a chosen seed, and I'm gonna grab one or two more scriptures. And I'm gonna wrap it up. This is Amos 1 and I'm gonna start at verse 8. And I will cut off the inhabitations of Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashakian. And right, man, Ashdod is a predominant city in Edom, you know. And if you look today, man, the nation of Edom is actually holding the scepter, man. They in power right now. Whether you say it's America or Russia coming up, it was still two Edomite nations, man, you know. And I will turn my hand against Erkin, and the remnant of the Palestinians shall perish, saith Yahweh, saith the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment therefore. And because they have delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. Right, man. These Edomites, they don't look at us. Those my brothers. Hey, you know, we different tribes. Hey, nah, man. They have a perpetual hatred for us, man. And when I say us, I mean again, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know. Verse 10. But I will send fire. I will send a fire on the walls of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces. Therefore. Verse 11, and thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment therefore, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Right, man, because even until this day, you wonder why, like, you be like, damn, man, Esau, after all the shit you did to us, how the hell can you still hate us, man? That's because, hey, man, the scriptures tell us that Esau is going to hate us forever, man. He's not going to take off his wrath, man. And, you know, and that's going to be one of the things that's going to kick off the race war, you know. And, you know what I'm saying, just push the prophecies on Esau hating us forever, you know. And continually do these fucked up things and pretending like they acknowledge it. You know, hey, we don't know who did it. Man, you know, it's either the government or more than likely it's the government, but it could be just some radical Edomite. And then they're gonna say, oh, well, he's mentally unstable, but he's mentally stable enough to make a goddamn bomb, man. You know, just hypocrites, man. You know. And I'm gonna get this scripture to round it on off about the how we coming into the time of the race wars, man. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand and fight against another, and the swords in their hands. Right, man. That's one people, one nation of people gonna stand up and fight against another nation. You know what I'm saying? These 2/3 gonna be going to war with Esau. Hell, all these nations gonna be going to war with each other, man. And there gonna be no mercy out here, man. And a man shall desire to go into a city. Oh, so like, skip the verse. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard kings, princes, and the course of their action shall be in their power, right, man? Because once these race wars kick off, hey, everything gonna be all go, man. If I can get away with killing this dude and stealing from him, I'm gonna do it, man. It's gonna be, hey, whatever's in my power to do, that's what it's gonna be like out here, man. Verse 17, man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right, man. And we got a brief view of that last night. I was coming home, and Esau had like all the highways going like 77 south blocked off to get from 85 to 77, man. You know? And verse 18, for because their pride in the city shall be troubled and their houses shall be destroyed, men shall be afraid. Right, man. This is just talking more about the end times, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor and shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread for a great tribulation. Right, man. Because we in that time of prophecy starting to kick off, man. You know, so, hey, Esau gonna do his thing. He gonna ramp up his hatred, and he gonna show you Israelites his hatred, man, till the Lord put the spirit on you to fight back, man. But with that, man, I hope it was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.